What I have done today is enough. Hello, everyone. My name is January Flowers, and this is Homegirl I Need Love Season 3, where we work on uplifting each other ourselves as we go through this journey in life. Yes, now today's episode is all about getting things done. I'm also going to talk about being busy, how that isn't necessarily being productive, how to make goals and actually make steps towards completing those goals. But if you are currently listening to this on the YouTube channel, could you like, share, and subscribe for me? Thank you. And if you are listening to this on a podcast, sit back, relax, and let's get into this tea. Now, typically in life, people say if you aren't doing anything, then you're not really being productive. An example of being productive is if you're unemployed, you apply for jobs. You can apply for jobs in person or online. You're being productive because you're unemployed, you don't have a job. So your goal is to get a job. Productivity to get what you want, which is employment, coin, so you can, pay for housing, your food needs, and clothing. You know what I'm saying? But in today's world, a lot of people, or some, get stuck on, I have to be busy, I have to be busy, I have to be busy to get things done. The reward in being busy shouldn't be that you completed the task. The reward for being busy should be that the productivity that you've done is moving you forward, moving you closer to your goals. Being productive does not mean you have to be perfect. Being productive means you just start a thing. If you have a thought in your mind, then what you want to do is do things that can produce what you're trying to create. Let's say that you want to make a business model, a business plan. Well, you can say to yourself, I'm not sure how to make a business plan of my own. So to produce a successful business plan, what you would do is do a little research, whether that's reading a book, or if reading isn't your thing, it's as simple as speaking to someone who does have a successful business. It doesn't have to be someone you know personally, but it can be a business owner. You see what I'm saying? You're being productive because that information goes towards your goal. Getting things done does generally go to your goal, but make sure the things that you're getting done aren't just keeping you busy so that you aren't idle. You want to do things that are going to move you forward to your goals. But one of the first steps is to make a goal. Now, some people may say a goal could be a vacation. A goal could be, saving more money, putting more money in your savings. But you want to set a goal, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Also, give yourself grace with your goals as well. Let's say you have a goal to change your diet. You consume something that is not a part of the new diet. It is a part of your old diet and you feel down about it. The fact that you're aware that was out of, the place you're moving towards, you don't have to beat yourself up. You're aware that was out of the norm for you or out of your range of productivity. So you want to just start a thing. It does not have to be perfect, okay? Set a goal and you can start small. You can say, my goal this week is to not leave any dishes in the sink before I rest at night. And then you can make your goal to set an alarm on your phone that says wash those dishes before you lay down tonight. Now, the thing is, because you've set this goal, now your mind is aware of the goal. Now, your mind is aware that you said during this week, I'm going to wash all these dishes before I lay down tonight. So that goal can be obtained. You can do that for a full week. But let's say you missed a day. What did I tell you? You don't have to beat yourself up about missing a day. Your goal was to go a whole week without leaving dishes in the sink before you lay down. Now, let's say you missed a day. Then that means the next time you set this goal, not only do you have the goal of completing it, now you can say, I don't want to do just 6 days. I want to do all 7. So your goal can be now to do all 7 days. You can increase, as you complete your goals. And once again, I want to add this on. I want to say reward yourself. And I said once again because I've been saying don't worry about being perfect. Just start it and reward yourself for getting things done. You are the boss. You control your destiny. Even if you missed a night and left those dishes in the sink, what does that mean? Does that mean you don't get to go on your vacation? You know what I'm saying? You don't get to get that new item you wanted for yourself. You're the boss. But determine what kind of boss you want to be. Are you going to be the boss that knows you're not doing the right things but still letting it fly? Or are you going to be the boss that chooses your destiny? I made this goal, so I'm going to complete it. You make sure you hold yourself accountable even for yourself. You're the boss. Take control in getting things done. I appreciate you guys listening for episode 1 of Homegirl I Need Love season 3. Make sure you stay tuned because I will be back next Sunday, May 11th. Happy Mother's Day. Woo! And remember this, do the best you can with what you got. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.